Hi there fellow trainers, welcome to a guide on how to train your Pokemon with the help of power bracelets. A set of visible and invisible numbers make each and every Pokemon unique. Some of these numbers are defined since the Pokemon's birth and others are increased upon defeating other Pokemon. The number defined since birth are called IVs or invisible values because you won't be able to see them until you unlock the judge function. Now, reality is they are called individual values and can range from no good or 0 to best or 31. The thing with individual values is that you can increase them to 31 with bottle caps, more on that later, but you cannot decrease them. In order for you to see what are the IVs of your Pokemon, you will need to have seen the game credits, speak to Clavel, and then simply heal at any Pokemon Center. Nurse Joy will unlock the judge function for you. Let's talk about the visible values, aka effort values. EVs can range from 0 to 252 maximum per stat, and you can have a maximum of 508 EVs per Pokemon. These allow you to tweak your Pokémon stats in order to give them an extra oomph. There are two main ways of training your Pokemon: the natural and grindy way, the way of the samurai, the way of the warrior, to battle, and the cheap, not so cheap way, well, with money. The first one can be achieved by investing money in power items to speed up the process. Each power item comes with a cost of 10,000 Poké-dollars or LP, which stands for League Points. The second comes at a whopping $530,000 per Pokemon, and it's money that you can't reuse. I will go over on how you can farm money and train your Pokemon with, well, money, in a different video though. So, let me tell you what are the advantages and disadvantages of using this method. The main ones are that this will cost you little to no money, and you will be able to train up to 6 Pokemon at a time. And once you're done, you can reuse the power items indefinitely to build several batches of 6 Pokemon, if you want to. The biggest disadvantage is that you'll need to find and beat specific wild Pokemon 23 or 28 times, depending on how much EVs they are worth, to maximize the stat. That is, to raise it up to the 252 cap. Let's train some mons, shall we? So for this video, I'll build 5 Iron Ants, and in case you still don't have one ready for raids, worry not, I'll give them away to the first 5 comments of the video. I'll explain the details later. Let's go over Iron Ant stats real quickly. You've got a really bulky physical attacker Pokemon that's weak on the special side. In this case, I'll buy some power bracers and power bands. I'll go for a 4 252 and 252 spread, maximizing Iron Ant's attack and special defense using the remaining EVs on HP. In case you've used a Pokemon, messed up its EV spread but you still want to use and max out that one, you can use berries to lower EVs that don't benefit you. Let's look at Meowscarada. I've used it throughout the story so her stats are a mess. With the help of these berries, I can reset her EVs and train her up again. That way, I don't need to breed one or trade for one. Now, we need to know what Pokemon to defeat in order to get HP, attack and special defense EVs. For HP, we can fly to Los Platos where we can beat Azurill, Lechonk, Paldean Wooper and Igglybuff. You should fight plenty of them, and since each give 1 HP EV stat, you'll need to beat a total of 4 Pokemon to get the 4 HP EV. For attack, we can fly to the east gate of Mazagosa, and there, on South Province Area 3, we can beat Chinx, Yungus, Growlithe or Nimble for 9 attack EVs, 1 from the Pokemon and 8 from the Power Bracer. You will want to beat a total of 28 Pokemon to get the 252 attack EV. For special defense, we can fly to the Lighthouse in South Province Area 1 and fight Oppips. Again, for each battle, you'll earn 1 defense EV from Oppip and 8 from the Power Band. Since we are also aiming to max out our special defense, we'll need to beat 28 Oppips. To summarize, if you defeat a wild Pokemon, you can get 1 to 3 of the same EVs depending on the Pokemon you beat. In order to maximize the stat, the difference in the number of battles you'll need to do ranges from 23 to 28 depending on how much EVs the wild Pokemon grants you upon defeating him. Pokemon that grant 3 EVs are harder to find, so I usually stick with 1 to 2 EV ones, who are way more common. To increase your Pokemon defense, in South Province Area 1 you can defeat Tarantula and Scatterbug. To increase your Pokemon special attack, fly over to South Province Area 4 and defeat Wild Psyduck, Toxel and Athena. Finally, to increase your Pokemon speed, You can either beat Rookity and Fledgling in South Province Area 3, or Wingull, Magikarp, Buizel and Arrokuda in the South Paldean Sea. Each Pokémon will grant you one EV, and if you equip the power items, you can get up to 9 EVs per defeated Pokémon if you stick to this list. All that's left now is to maximize the invisible values. For this, we need bottle caps. You have a chance to get them as a prize at the Ace Academy tournament, at the auction house in Porto Marinada, and by grinding 5 and 6 star terror raids. The other option is to purchase them at a Delibird present store for 20,000 Pokédollars or LP. Depending on your Pokémon, you usually need to buy up to 5 bottle caps and fly over to Montenevera. Talk to the dude next to the Abomasnow Snow behind the Poké Center and he'll look you up. Keep in mind that if your Pokémon is below level 50, he won't be able to Hyper Train your Pokémon. All that's missing to optimize this Iron Hand's performance is to give them the proper nature and moveset. For the nature, you can buy Adamant Mints at the Chansey store for 10,000 Pokédollars each, to increase its attack and decrease special attack. For the moveset, I usually run Belly Drum, Electric Terrain, Drain Punch and Thunder Punch. I will explain in a different video how to actually use Iron Hands to solo 6 star terror raids. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and more are coming, so please hit the thumbs up if you've enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're interested in this type of content, and let me know if I missed something in the comment section below. With this said, you have no excuses not to train your Pokémon to their maximum potential. If you want to get the giveaway Iron Hands, comment down below and follow me on Twitter. Violence out.